Well, first up, 10 people, including a key aide of a wanting gangster, Sharik Satta, who has now been arrested by the police in relation to the Sambhal violence. The man that we get to you on your screens right now has been identified as Mullah Afroz, who is said to be a member of a gang allegedly linked to the underworld don Dawood Ibrahim. Now, according to the police, Mullah Afroz is accused of firing gunshots, which allegedly led to the death of 2 people. The police has now also recovered .32 bore pistols and 15 rounds of cartridges.
विगत दिनांक 24 नवंबर को थाना कोतवाली संभल क्षेत्र में स्थित जामा मस्जिद के निकट हुई हिंसात्मक घटना के फलस्वरूप अभी तक 60 अभियुक्तों की गिरफ्तारी सुनिश्चित की गई थी। आज 10 अन्य अभियुक्तों की गिरफ्तारी की गई है। इस प्रकार घटना में अभी तक 70 अभियुक्तों की गिरफ्तारी की जा चुकी है। आज गिरफ्तारशुदा अभियुक्त मुल्ला अफरोज पुत्र अफसर निवासी हुसैनी रोड थाना नखासा यह अभियुक्त शारिक सत्ता गैंग का सक्रिय सदस्य है एवं वाहन तस्करी एवं शस्त्र तस्करी से यह और इसका गैंग जुड़ा हुआ है। यह अपने अन्य साथियों के साथ घटना के समय भीड़ में मौजूद था और इसके द्वारा घटना में सक्रिय भागीदारी करते हुए पुलिस पार्टी पर फायरिंग की गई, जिसके फलस्वरूप भगदड़ में कुछ गोलियां इसके अन्य साथियों और उपद्रवियों को भी लगी, जिसमें 2 व्यक्तियों की मृत्यु हो गई, जिसमें एक बिलाल एवं दूसरा आयान है। अभियुक्त के कब्जे से आला कत्ल 1 अदद पिस्टल 32 बोर एवं 3 अदद जिंदा कार्ट्रिज 32 बोर के बरामद किए गए हैं। यह अभियुक्त पूर्व से ही हत्या के प्रयास एवं आर्म्स एक्ट के काफी मुकदमों में जेल जा चुका है। इस अभियुक्त के अन्य साथियों की भी तलाश की जा रही है। शीघ्र ही उन्हें भी गिरफ्तार करते हुए प्रकरण में कठोर विधिक कार्रवाई शुरू की जाएगी।
Now, a deeper conspiracy, rather an international conspiracy link is now coming out with a possible Pakistan link, and what all as far as the weapons that have now been recovered as the part of police investigation into Sambhal violence. Now, police probing as far as Sharik Satta's role is now concerned. This is the link that is now being drawn. The man who opened fire from within the mob, he is said to be a close aide of Sharik Satta, key conspirator of the Sambhal violence, and he seems to be the henchman of Dawood Ibrahim as far as the underworld here is concerned. So these are, as far as when it comes to the man at the center of it is Sharik Satta, a native of Deep Sarai area in Sambhal, where he has over 50 criminal cases that are registered against him in Uttar Pradesh and also in Delhi. He fled to Dubai a few years ago using a fake passport, and the police believe that Sharik Satta played an important and a pivotal role when it comes to orchestrating the violence in Sambhal. Let's get in a word from Pradeep Datta, who is joining us live right now, because Pradeep, this man, this individual now is concerned. Of course, when it comes to his links are now zeroing in on a possible Pakistan angle as well. But please to stay on with us. Dr. Vikram Singh is with us here on the broadcast. Dr. Vikram Singh, when it comes to the Sambhal violence, it seems that it is an international conspiracy, probably when it comes to already reports that they were suggesting a possible link of Pakistan, of ISI, of course, when it comes to the kind of weapons that bore the mark of Pakistan that were found.
Good afternoon. Absolutely correct conclusions. You may recall that I was on your show and it was disclosed that cartridges of Pakistan Ordnance Factory and that also of American service weapons were recovered by the Sambhal police. They are indicative of the fact of an international conspiracy with Pakistan as the base. Pakistan Ordnance Factory cartridges are never available in India. They are a total contraband, and the very fact that they were available in Sambhal immediately after the riots, they were used during the riots by the rioters, goes to explain and shed enough light that it is an international conspiracy. Now with the arrest of a person who seems to be closely associated with Dawood, well, the evidence and the conclusions are very obvious that the link, the international mafia syndicates, those who want to foment trouble in Sambhal and Uttar Pradesh and malign the government in Uttar Pradesh, well, the conspiracy is out. I would like to compliment the Sambhal police and the district administration and recoveries and disclosures.
Absolutely, Dr. Singh, because we've seen that time as far as questions were being raised on the role of UP police as well, exactly who fired the first shots that ultimately led to the death of many people. Thank you very much, Dr. Singh, for joining in. Let's, in the meantime, also talk about what these links are all about before we go across to Pradeep Datta. Now, the police who are probing the case, according to sources, what we are learning is Sharik Satta's role when it comes to the Sambhal violence. Now, till now, multiple arrests that have now taken place. He is said to be a local resident of UP Sambhal, and this man that is now concerned, he is said to be the center who played a pivotal role when it comes to igniting or inciting the violence that happened in Sambhal. He has multiple cases of theft and robbery against him in Sambhal as well. And what is being said that the UP police who is probing Sharique's possible link to Pakistan, and also saying that when it comes to orchestrating the violence that happened in Sambhal, this man played a bigger role. So probe also began after Pakistan made cartridges that were found in Sambhal, and all of the recoveries that have been made straight away do indicate a possible Pakistan link. So Sharique suspected to be the mastermind of the violence. Of course, the police which are probing Sharique Satta's role in Sambhal violence, where he is said to be a local resident of UP Sambhal, with multiple cases being registered against him. So let's get in a word from Pradeep Datta now, because he's been closely following up when it comes to the updates from Sambhal. Because Pradeep, with multiple arrests that have now been made exactly when it comes to the court-ordered survey of that said masjid in on 24 November 2024 last year. Who exactly is this Mullah Afroz, who is said to be a member of a gang allegedly linked to underworld don Dawood Ibrahim? And of course, when it comes to Pakistan links that are now becoming increasingly stronger and bigger.
Amita, one thing is clear after the arrest of Mullah Afroz, that whatever happened on November 24 while the survey was being conducted inside the Jama Masjid Mosque, the protests were not spontaneous. There was a well-planned conspiracy, and some people were a part of that conspiracy. They wanted to foment trouble, they wanted to destabilize the situation, and they wanted to widen fault line and create a situation what really happened in 1978 when more than 209 Hindus lost their lives. They wanted to create a similar kind of a situation. So now this Mullah Afroz who has been arrested, he's considered to be close age of Sharique Satta. And Sharique Satta, everybody knows.
Apologies, Anila Singh of the BJP is with us right now. Anila ji, as far as the arrests that have now been made on part of Sambhal investigation, there is a possible Pakistan link that is now emerging.
My Ram to all, and I am not at all surprised by it, because we had, during the investigation, some bullet shells with the connection of the arms from Pakistan were discovered by the police force there. So if a person who has been arrested and he has got some sort of link with a person who's absconding and he's in Pakistan, we should not be surprised for it. But the surprise is this: why Samajwadi Party is advocating for such people who have got criminal background, who have got connections with the Pakistan, who have got connections with the underworld people. Why Samajwadi Party is advocating? So the sole answer for this is Samajwadi Party's politics is via Don mafias, criminals. So this is one real raw proof against Samajwadi Party as well. So the people who are involved in the ruckus which was created in Sambhal, they all will be caught, and action is already being taken, and furthermore actions will be taken. But who is going to take action against Samajwadi Party? The Samajwadi Party, who keep on saying, oh, we are secular people, but in the name of secularism, they are supporting such people who have got very dubious background, criminal background.
All right. Anila ji, thank you very much for your point of view. Well, that is how the BJP today is now reacting, because Pradeep, remember the time after the violence that was reported, leaders from the opposition were raising questions on the police and or their conduct, straight away pointing fingers at the police who themselves, while they were trying to maintain law and order, were injured in the violence.
Yes, Amita, you are absolutely right. At that point of time also we saw that Samajwadi Party was trying to hit out at police for instigating violence in that region. Instead of speaking for the police personnel who were hit by the bullets and also by stones, they were trying to speak for the Pelcher army. And that's what actually the police is saying, that instead of speaking for the cops who were there trying to ensure law and order, they are speaking for the people who were trying to destabilize the situation in the region. If we talk about this Mullah Afroz is basically a resident of Nakhasa area. He again has got a criminal background. He's said to be involved in arms smuggling, and also he used to steal expensive cars and then used to sell those cars in different parts of the country. And he's said to be associated with Sharique Satta. Sharique Satta, you rightly said, he's the henchman of Dawood Ibrahim, and also has got a close connection with Pakistan spy agency, inter-service intelligence. Few years back, he had fled to Dubai, and since then he's operating from there. He had fled on the fake passport. And what actually, during interrogation, this man has revealed that he was in touch with Sharik Sattar. Sharik Sattar asked him that go along with some of the associates and create trouble, and that's what exactly they did. They opened fire from within the mob. That revolver pistol has also been recovered, .32, along with 3 cartridges, and also then later on, police was also able to recover 15 cartridges and battery that they had snatched from cops on that particular day. Because what had happened on November 24th, following the instruction of the court, survey was being conducted inside the court. While the survey was on, that was the time when people came out, they started pelting stone. And these people, taking advantage of the situation, they opened fire. They thought that this will lead to killing, and finally they were able.
That now we are learning of possible ISI and Pakistan link when it comes to the Sambhal violence that was reported in November last year. As Pradeep Datta continues to be with us, we talk about the violence that had happened even before that. You would remember just few weeks ago when it comes to UP Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath hinted at reopening the Sambhal files of 1978, the Sambhal riots that happened back then, where he claimed that nearly 184 Hindus were collectively burned alive. He claimed that 209 Hindus were killed during the riots. But why did he remind us of the riots back in 1978? And why is his government today looking into revisiting the probe? Because we are now learning and are in possession of a letter of the UP government from 1993 that was under the leadership of late former Chief Minister Mulayam Singh Yadav. And this letter pertains to at least 16 cases related to 1978 Sambhal riots, where the cabinet note was a proposal to take back or to revoke multiple cases related to 1978 Sambhal riots. And we are learning that the then Mulayam Singh Yadav government gave the nod to revoke 8 such cases. Now, citing the letter accessed by Times Now, the BJP today claims that Samajwadi Party stands with the rioters, and this letter is proof.
समाजवादी पार्टी दंगाइयों की असली भाईजान है। इसीलिए जब 1978 में जहां पर अनेकों हिंदू मारे गए, जब वहां पे केसेस रीओपन करने की बात योगी आदित्यनाथ जी की सरकार ने की, तो उन्होंने तुरंत उसका विरोध किया। दंगाइयों के साथ खड़े रहना ये समाजवादी पार्टी की फितरत है। अब दस्तावेज बताते हैं कि 1993 में जब मुलायम सिंह यादव जी की सरकार थी, तब 8 मुकदमे वापस लिए गए। तुष्टीकरण की राजनीति के चलते समाजवादी पार्टी हो, कांग्रेस हो, इंडिया अलायंस हो, दंगाइयों के साथ खड़ी हो जाती है। ये उसका एक और प्रमाण है। दंगाइयों का कौन है भाईजान, यही इनकी पहचान समाजवादी पार्टी की। एक तरफ तो वो माफिया बोलते हैं मठाधीश को, एक तरफ तो महाकुंभ का मजाक उड़ाते हैं, सनातन पर सवाल खड़े करते हैं, और दूसरी तरफ दंगाइयों के संरक्षण में उतर आते हैं।
Now, the Samajwadi Party soon hit back at the BJP, claiming that the cases were withdrawn as per constitutional rights given to the state government at that time, and the BJP only today is waking up the issue to divert attention from real issues.
देखिए, समाजवादी पार्टी समझती कि 1978 में जनता पार्टी की सरकार थी, जिसमें कल्याण सिंह और भारतीय जनता पार्टी कई बड़े नेता वो मंत्रिमंडल में शामिल थे। भारतीय जनता पार्टी 1993 में नेताजी ने मुकदमे वापस लिए, उन पे सवाल उठा रही, तो समाजवादी पार्टी पूछना चाहती कि मुजफ्फरनगर के 2013 के दंगे के 84 से ज्यादा मुकदमे भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार में वापस लिए गए, भाजपा के नेताओं से मुकदमे वापस लिए गए। तो जो संविधान ने अधिकार दिए हैं सरकारों को, वो सरकारें उस संविधान के अनुसार, कानून के अनुसार वो मुकदमे वापस होते हैं। लेकिन भारतीय जनता पार्टी जनता का ध्यान मुख्य मुद्दों से हटाना चाहती है, इसलिए 1978 की बात हो रही है, 2025 की बात नहीं हो रही है।
Well, allegations being leveled on both sides. Thank you very much, Pradeep, for joining in. You're watching Times Now. We will be back after a very short break.